Welcome, travelers, to High Fantasy. I'm Brett.
I clapped and I shouldn't have clapped. You got me clapping.
I need my herb pouch. Daddy's been paying for my salt.
this
I'm
is-
part of the poop patrol, ma'am.
And I'm Emily. But I'm like, don't make the robots.
Don't make the robots
crunch. I would take Speak with Dinosaur in a second. I have beef with DC. It's a thing. It's a whole thing.
Join us on our epic world-spanning adventures. Armed with only a bit of long-bottom leaf, we will delve into some of the most amazing worlds of imagination that have ever existed. Before we get into that, don't forget to check out our Patreon if you want to support the channel. And without further ado, let's get into it.
You can clap.
You can.
Yay! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of High Fantasy. I'm Brett.
Oh. That's on me. I didn't realize I was supposed to start yet.
Yeah.
I'm Caden.
And today, I have no idea what we're fully going to be discussing. This is going to be a joint episode with Caden. Is there anything you would like to shout out before we start? Brands, merchandise?
Yeah, sure. So I run a company with a couple of my other buddies. We run Cheesy LLC. You can find us on a lot of socials. We go under 2 Cheesy 2 Onion. But yeah, we do some vending, stuff like that. Trying to get more into the accessory side, but yeah, you can find us on there and doing some other cool card stuff.
Hell yeah. Is it like any particular social media? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify?
Yeah, so we're on TikTok and Instagram right now. We're trying to get a Discord set up because as I mentioned, we're doing like vending and stuff. And so that way people can come into the Discord, and whenever we do get any cards or anything at a show, or like we buy a collection, we can post it in the Discord, and it's like, oh wow, I was looking for that Charizard.
Yeah. So it'd be like a good way to get Pokemon cards if you're looking for them, or...
Yeah, 100%. And we are strictly like market price as far as card singles go. We don't sell like any product you could currently find on shelves. So like any sealed product you could find on shelves right now, because like we don't want to be those scalping like a-holes, you know, like
That makes sense.
and so it's a slippery slope, and so instead we mostly singles, and then we do some like older sealed product too. Yeah, and so we're all about selling like singles for as cheap as you can get them, and
Nice.
trying to give a fair price to any and all.
That'd be awesome. Okay. And is it just Pokemon cards, or is it
Yeah,
anything
so
else?
so we do Pokemon, and we do a lot of Magic too.
Mhm.
Which you
The
know,
Gathering?
yeah, Magic the Gathering, MTG.
It's so funny when you have people who've never played it before. It's like Magic, The Gathering. Like there's that pause in between that always makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've had a lot of people be like, "Oh, do you sell like One Piece or Riftbound?" And I've never personally gotten into them just because I have never.
I've
cared
never
about
even
them.
heard about this, really. Like
Yeah.
the One Piece card game?
Yeah, it's super popular.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy popular actually. Actually, that's what we're talking about. I'm just kidding. That's not what
Yeah,
we're talking about. I know nothing.
by the way, sail up, baby. We're going to the Grand Line, motherfuckers.
Dude, I wish that I knew more about it. I don't. But the only reason I don't sell them is just because like I don't know anything, and it's not my passion, and it's not like something. It's not my personal hobby, and I wouldn't feel right selling it.
That makes sense.
You know, I sell Pokemon and Magic because I play a lot of Magic. I've played a lot of Pokemon. I love collecting Pokemon. I've got a bunch of cards all over my apartment right now. My girlfriend's
So
beating
many.
me for it.
You have a girlfriend. Hold on. This feels mutually exclusive.
There's no way.
No way.
You can't have Pokemon and Magic, and there's no way.
Picture it didn't happen. With AI nowadays, I don't trust the pics.
Yep. Oh. But yeah, so that's mostly what we do. And yeah, we have a great time with it.
That's wild. Okay, well, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, great to be here.
So what is the like main topic for today?
Yeah, so and a lot of people are gonna roll their eyes when I say this, but it's just Pokemon cards.
Okay.
And they're like, well, there's no way, because it's so huge. So more into, we'll kind of go into some little subcategories and won't really fully explore any, and we'll kind of give just a little brief kind of little inner.
He's trying not to laugh because I'm laughing.
Little brief excerpt
Uh-huh.
of what's going on there. So like some history, some like the current markets, so, things like that.
This is incredible. I love this because like when you were like, some people are gonna be like, "There's no way," and I was like, "Yeah," because it can't be like you can't talk for that long about just like the concept of trading cards, and then you're like, because there's so much to talk about.
Dude, it's
We went
insane.
totally opposite the direction.
It's so insane. I was like trying to like I was doing research last night, thinking about what I can do for this episode, and I was like, oh god. I was like, I can go endlessly.
Where can this go? Everywhere.
Yeah, I was like I don't even know where this could go, and so gotta narrow it down a little bit. And so I'd like to start out. We can kind of go into like the not necessarily grading processes, but like the grading companies. That's been like a huge thing right now, especially with like PSA. They've had a ton of scandals, which is kind of crazy, especially like growing up in the hobby as we both did. Like, you know, PSA was always like, oh, the PSA 10, you know, and so it's crazy. The amount of scandals that they go through is kind of insane.
For our beautiful viewers at home, who probably have no idea what that is, what is PSA?
Yeah, so all the companies that I'm going to mention here in a second, they're all grading companies. So you've got PSA, CGC, Beckett, and there's someone at home who's going to be like, you didn't mention the Grain Cosmos grading company, and I'm going to go, yeah.
Come at me in the comments. I live for it.
But there's like Tag. That one's really popular right now. That one still doesn't have a lot of submissions, but really popular. But anyway, so there's like 5 or 6 main ones. That are getting like thousands of submissions. PSA still gets a ton of submissions, like an astronomical level compared to the other ones.
That makes sense. It's one of the first ones around.
Yeah, you know, and it's like, as I said, you know, you hear PSA 10. You know,
most
if
people are
anyone's
like, wow.
Yeah, you know, it's like you hear, oh, this is a $5 card raw, but in a PSA 10 it's 200.
Holy crap.
And oh yeah, it's crazy.
That is nuts.
It's nuts. I'm not saying that there's a card that I know is off the top of my head is $5 with 200, but it's the same level of like
unless this gets graded, and then like once you grade a card, it can really increase the value.
It's crazy. Yeah. I guess I could kind of explain the grading processes and everything. So, grading as a whole, it's all about looking at, is the card in good condition? Like no dents, scratches, like, you know, whiting around borders. And so you can pull a card, put it right into a sleeve, and go, oh, it's in great condition. But then it turns out that when they cut the card, it cut like crap, and so now it's only a PSA 9 or an 8 or a 7. See, even then, I even said PSA.
So, like, even in the process of putting it in the pack, it can lose value because they didn't do a good job or something happened to the machine. So it might not even necessarily be your fault at all, or anyone's fault of anyone who has handled that card in the past.
No.
It might have just come out of the pack crappy. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, it makes it really bad. Like, especially now that I've gotten more into like the grading processes and everything, as I've gotten older, it's like I open a card and I'm like, oh, I got the hit. And I'm like, oh man, oh, it's left right. Oh, that sucks.
That's the worst. Oh my gosh, because like the chances of pulling those cards out of packs is already so astronomically small. Like so many people akin it to gambling, where it's like, okay, gotta get the next hit. And so you finally get the one where you're like, this is the card that's like $2,000. And you're like, yes, I'm so happy. And then it's like, wait, I'm just remembering the Magic the Gathering, like the One Ring.
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to picture something too, like throwing it in the trash, like it's not centered. Like, nope, sorry, it's too terrible.
This is really like left right heavy.
Yeah,
so
I'm sorry. Honestly, I gotta pass on. He just throws it in the fire. Oh no. Oh,
dude. Like, speaking of Magic though, we can kind of go into this now. I was gonna go into it later. the difference between like Magic and Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've talked about this before,
Mm-hmm.
obviously off camera and everything.
Oh yeah.
But like for me, because obviously I mentioned I played a lot of Magic, played a lot of Pokemon. And I got into Magic a lot later, and going into Magic from Pokemon is kind of crazy because like, even going off of like market and things like that, I hate opening Magic cards more than anything on this planet. I shouldn't say it like that, but like I hate it so much because I'll open a pack, and it's the most beautiful card I've ever laid eyes on,
Mm-hmm.
and it's on a card that it's like, yeah, each creature gets -1/-1
Mm-hmm.
until end of turn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's really mid.
Yeah, like I'm never gonna play this.
Yeah, and it's like 35 cents, and it's so frustrating because you're like,
Mhm.
oh, this is beautiful. It's got to be so much.
gorgeous.
Oh man, this is awesome. And it's like 70 cents. In fact, the regular version costs more. And I'm like,
No!
And for me, the difference between Magic and Pokemon is I feel like Pokemon has given a lot of kind of care to what gets what illustrations.
Mm-hmm.
Because like obviously Pokemon has like the full arts or illustration rares or secret illustration rares, and so it's like they're a lot more selective when it comes to what's gonna get those.
Yeah.
And like whereas Magic, it's like we got 300 cards. Make them.
Make it happen. Dude just snorts a line of coke. It gets like the greatest artist of all time and is like, all right, yep, there you go. Have at it. What did you do? Oh, blight collar. All right, yep, that's it right there. Let's go.
Yep. Yeah, you get 1/2/2 goblin. No keywords.
No keywords. You get to do the token art. The token art, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely worthless.
and take what I'm saying about Magic with a grain of salt, because obviously I don't do as much research into it or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is just kind of my own personal experiences with it. And like with Pokemon, it's also interesting because with Magic, obviously you have like your big names like, you know, Oko, or like Lelia, what, I forgot her name.
Yeah.
But
Oko's huge, yeah.
yeah, and so it's like where they're big names in the game, but they're actually not that huge like as a brand or as like a worldwide thing.
Yeah.
Whereas like Pokemon, it's like, oh, that's Charizard.
Yeah, everyone
like,
knows.
you know, or it's like, oh, that's Pikachu. You know, they know, which also makes it interesting, like when you are making like a card game where it's like, yeah, we need to sell this and this and this. And since it's so much easier to understand what's going on at all times, or like everyone knows what each thing is, then it's, and the whole idea of everyone has a favorite Pokemon. And so it's like, yeah, everyone's got to get an illustration rare at some point, you know. And so even with them being kind of selective, it's also like, well, it doesn't really matter because someone's gonna like it. You know, someone's been looking for that Wish Cash illustration rare, and which is kind of interesting as a whole.
Would you say, because I was trying to think of like, it was like, of course, right, if you say like, when was the last Magic the Gathering movie that you saw? You know, exactly, like what TV show, anything like that. Like, they don't do a great job at branding themselves in
100%.
comparison to, like, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because how many seasons of Pokemon? Like, series?
Endless.
Yeah, there's so many. There's so, and I think, what is it? We finally found out that they're going to, like, Ash is going to be stop being the main character or something soon.
He stopped, I want to say 2 seasons ago. I want to say, because we got, I think it's Pokemon Horizons, I want to say. Like, I want to say that's right. Don't quote me on it. But, and yeah, he's not even, I don't think he's in it at all.
Yeah, but like, because I was thinking like Magic has games, you know, like it's got MTG Arena now, which is kind of like, I don't love that, but whatever. And then there was like all the Xbox 360 games, PlayStation 3, even PlayStation 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of Magic the Gathering games out there that you can it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy because, like, as far as, like you were saying, brand recognition, it's like freaking Ryan Reynolds played Pikachu. Like, come on. Like, there's so much for Pokemon that's out there. Everybody knows it. And Magic, if you're in the world, you know it. You know, you're like, oh yeah, that's Jace, or that's Chandra, or that's a Johnny. Like, 100%. Anybody who's in that scene does. But it's like, you could pick a random person off heck, Pokemon Go was the huge train forever.
Oh yeah.
So it is crazy to think about the different brand recognition. Even Yu-Gi-Oh!
Exactly.
You know, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a TV, had what, like, again, like 3 or 4 different TV shows at least.
Dude, even Digimon.
Yeah, like, it's great. What happened to Magic? Why hasn't Magic done this? Like, the world is there.
I don't know. And I wish that we could go on a giant long tirade of how much I wish that they would do more with the IP that they have.
So much.
Because it's so cool, and they could go endlessly. I especially as like the Universes Beyond and stuff go on. I've been talking like with my buddies and stuff because like Universes Beyond is ruining Magic. It's a big talking point. And I was like, they set themselves up so perfectly to be able to do that. Like, you know, with the whole idea of you're going to different planes and things like that. So why would they not go to like the plane where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are living? You know, that is very reasonable. And
I'd watch that TV show where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have to put the smackdown on Jace.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Man,
that'd be awesome.
Jace comes in and he's like, what the heck are you guys? And they're just like, get rocked, dude.
They're like, cowabunga.
Cowabunga, brother.
Oh, man, that'd be awesome. And it's specifically the... Oh, was it the Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Yeah.
Just explosions everywhere. So much mind magic. So many light shows.
It'd be beautiful. Oh,
that would be incredible. But yeah, like kind of what you were saying, like the brand recognition is so there.
Oh yeah,
for Pokemon. And when I think of like the big trading card games, I think Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic.
Yep.
And I always think of Magic's like this really big one, probably because I play it so often. But as again, like brand recognition wise, Pokemon's got to beat everybody, right?
Oh, it's
like,
not even close.
Yeah,
not even close.
Yeah, insane.
And it's like it's like how I was talking earlier about like PSA, and then everyone else is kind of down here. Yeah. Pokemon's up here while everyone else is just down at the bottom. And like it sucks because I love playing Magic. I love it. I played a lot more than Pokemon. Which I started playing Pokemon, moved to Magic, and have never looked back. But it as a whole is so far below Pokemon in just about every level. I will say this, I like the gameplay for Magic more than I like the gameplay of Pokemon, the card game. But which makes it really interesting, like as a collector or anything like that. Because the brand recognition is so high, where it's like, everyone knows Charizard, everyone knows Pikachu, and so it's like, you know, someone will come up while I'm vending at a show, and they're like, "Oh, do you buy?" I'm like, "Obviously, yes, I buy."
Yes.
And so then they hand me these cards, and it's like a Kangaskhan, a Pikachu, and a Scyther. And if any of you don't know Pokemon, I guarantee you didn't know 2 of those names. If you do know Pokemon, awesome, but you probably knew I bought the Pikachu.
Wow, just off the name alone, you're like, yeah, everybody's gonna know the Pikachu one.
9 times out of 10, because it's so much easier to move, you know, because it's a Pikachu.
Yeah,
you know?
Everybody wants Pikachu.
Yeah, you know,
Ryan Reynolds played Pikachu.
Yeah, you know how much easier it is. Even just like when a little kid is coming up to the table, they're like I could probably guess out of 5 names what name they're gonna say when they come up to the table.
Yeah,
and it's like, you probably want the Pikachu. You know.
I mean, they even had the ones with like the special hats and stuff, like the Detective Pikachu, the Birthday Pikachu. It always goes back to frickin' Pikachu. Like Pikachu gets so much love. And then was the baby form Pichu, and then there's Raichu, and then there was like a Alolan Raichu.
Oh, dude, Alolan Raichu is so peak. Peak design as a whole. I love him so
Riding
much.
his tail like a surfboard is pretty sick, dude.
That's beautiful. That's awesome.
Wait, didn't they do that in the original Pokemon TV series?
Yeah, so
they had like a Raichu like riding its tail.
It's Surfing Pikachu. Surfing Pikachu is like a crazy. There's a card of it.
Yeah.
There's Surfing Pikachu the card. They remade it in Celebrations, which is the anniversary set for the 20th or the 25th anniversary. And so like, and then they even made a Pikachu VMAX, which is just a giant Pikachu on a surfboard.
I want the Pikachu to be bigger than the surfboard.
Oh,
The surfboard is like itty bitty.
Yes.
Incredible.
He has like 1 foot on it. He's like, yeah, it's really funny.
It's like a kaiju Pikachu.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
beautiful. I love it as a whole.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's so wonderful. Oh my gosh. So Pokemon has been out forever. Like the card game's been out forever.
Yeah,
right?
we're at the 30th year anniversary this year, actually.
Holy shit. I was 1 when it came out. Cool.
Yeah.
That actually makes, wow. I'm not sure if that makes me feel better or worse. Like, oh man. Like technically it was not out when I was born. Like, I wasn't very old when they came out with it. Like, oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't want to get into the
too specifics.
Yeah, I don't want to be like, yeah, you should feel terrible about yourself.
Yeah, you should feel awful about the fact that you're almost as old as Pokemon the card game. You fossil.
You're older than Pokemon.
You're older than Google. Get back in the dirt, Grandpa. Goodness. Oh, that's wonderful. But because, like, I guess I have always thought of them as the older, sets. Like, this has been out forever,
Yeah.
And I don't know if, like, Pokemon was out when Magic was out or when the other ones were out.
Yeah, if I remember right, which, once again, don't quote me on it,
30th
because
anniversary, that's wild.
I think it was... Pokemon came out first in Japanese, but then Magic came out before they released in English. If I remember right, it could be Magic just came before it all, as a whole. This is blowing my mind a little bit.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy, especially because like I don't know, it's always interesting talking about like, oh, what came first, Pokemon or Magic, especially considering like Pokemon didn't start as a card game, and so it's like, yeah, they came first, but the card game didn't, and so that's what's interesting.
Was the video game before the TV series?
I think so. Yeah. Yes, it was, because the game came first, then the series, and then they made Yellow.
Yes.
If I remember right, Yellow came after the show.
The fucking pixels on that were old. I was trying to remember. I was like, is that 30 years old, or is that?
Yeah. But they made Yellow so that way you could be just like Ash.
Okay. Because what is like Fire Red?
Yeah. So Fire Red and Leaf Green. They were the remakes. So it was just Red. Oh, and I always forget this because Blue and Green, one of them released only in Japanese and one of them released only in English.
Oh,
and I can never remember which one it was.
Oh no.
But
roast
them
them in the comments, chat.
Yeah,
roast them in the comments.
I know. I'm so sorry. I think it was Green because that would make sense. Fire Red and Leaf Green. So I think it was probably Green. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So they were the remakes that came out later. So that way you could play them, I want to say, on the Color, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm not
Game Boy Color.
Yeah, I'm not too good on like my Pokemon VCG history. Or VGC.
Pop quiz time.
Yeah. I wish
you lost 500 points.
I know.
Gryffindor.
I know. I'm so sorry. Now's your chance to steal.
Yeah.
What is blue?
What is blue? No. Because that was the original name of the character, was just Red.
Yeah,
right?
Red,
yeah.
Blue, yeah.
And then Blue was his rival.
Yep.
And then a lot of people were like, wait, is Red supposed to be Ash and Blue's supposed to be Gary? Because he looks like Gary.
Yeah, dude, and that's the other crazy thing, especially like as going back to the card game, is I think we've gotten one Ash card. And it was Ash Greninja.
One?
I think so.
If
I remember right, there's only one. He almost never gets printed.
What the shit, dude? 30 years of Pokemon and the main character's been printed into one card?
Yeah. And it was Ash's Greninja.
It's not even like a trainer card or anything. Like, it's an actual Pokemon and it's Ash's Greninja. Oh,
no,
my god.
we get a ton of Red.
Oh.
We get a lot of red and almost no ash. Which is even funnier because then, like, a lot of people don't really, like, you know, keep up with the history or anything, especially, like, as the newer generation. It's, you know, 30 years.
Yeah.
And so they don't know red. They're like, oh, that's ash on that card.
Yeah.
And it's like, actually, no, that's not ash. And then you have to go, okay, well, it's actually red. And they're like, who's red?
You're like,
it's almost ash.
actually...
But, like, they're two separate beings.
If Ash had a beta phase, where it's like, all right, we have beta Ash, and then we have actual released Ash.
Yeah. Except for, like, Red is, like, the coolest guy to ever exist.
You get
like,
to fight him, don't you?
Yeah, and I think it was Generation 2.
It's like a secret.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you finish all of Johto, then you can go back to Kanto, and then you get to, like, the top of this mountain, and Ash is just up there aura farming, and... you go up there and then you have to fight him.
Yeah.
Or I think I just said Ash. I meant Red.
Red, yeah.
Yeah, Red's up there.
Red.
Ash is not up there.
Ash is too busy not succeeding to take over the Pokemon League.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Red did what Ash wanted to do the first time, and then just aura farmed on top of a mountain for the rest of his life.
And then just sat up there like a baller.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think
Check
he
out
even
my
has like his hands in
legendary
his, if I remember right, he has like his hands in his pockets too. He's just like chilling.
He's just like, what's up, poser?
Yeah. He's like, I knew someone would come up here eventually.
You ready for a beatdown, brother?
Dude, like some like mountain climber was up there earlier. He's dead.
There's just a pile of corpses.
Yeah.
What we don't see.
Yeah, some mountain climber with only one level 5 Geodude just got obliterated.
Red used self-destruct on you. Oh no.
Oh.
He has too many badges. I can't resist.
Oh.
Gives
Yeah,
you mind control power.
So we've gotten a lot of red cards, which is really cool. In fact, I just had one that I sold a few days ago, from Astral Radiance, which is a cool Pokemon set. And it's like I keep mixing up all the time. It's red choosing Pikachu.
Oh wow.
Or no, that's not the one I have. That is a card.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that one's from Astral Radiance, but the one that I had it's like this really cool Starry Night sky, and Red's like telling or Pikachu to like go fight someone.
Nice.
And Pikachu's like running. It's really cool.
Pikachu, go give me that guy's lunch. Go mug that guy. And Pikachu's like, yeah, boss.
Good Pikas follow Pikas.
No. Oh man.
Oh,
That's wild.
it's even funnier. I don't know if you've played ZA, but in the very
I did not.
it's like the newest one that just came out.
I have
In the very beginning, there's a Pancham that comes and like steals your luggage.
wow.
And it like brings it back to these other two dudes, and they're like, this is a tacky bag, whatever.
Mhm.
But it's really funny that you mentioned like, yeah, go steal that guy's lunch. That literally just happened in the last game.
Just
And the
happened.
very first thing that happens as soon as you come into the city is like you're taking this like selfie, and then it's like, wait, where's my bag? And this guy just stole it.
Oh my
This
gosh.
this little panda guy just stole your lunch money.
So this is, I think, a question on a lot of people's minds when they think about trading cards. Is always like, well, what's my return? You know, like how much money am I making if I start to buy these cards? Can I resell them later, et cetera, et cetera? So it's a very pertinent topic to get into because, and a lot of people don't know how to ask the questions or where to go to get things graded or how to do stuff. But one of the questions I always had was like price-wise. Because we all know about like the Black Lotus from Magic the Gathering.
Yep.
There was the one ring that was just sold for, was it like $1.5 million to that rapper guy?
Yeah.
Insane. But like, are there any Pokemon equivalents where it's like, oh my gosh,
It goes insane.
all right, let's do this.
Oh, it goes so crazy.
Let's do this.
I don't know. Anyone who like is into like the Pokemon hobby, especially nowadays, knows about like some of the kind of Logan Paul stuff. Oh yeah. Dude,
What?
he's crazy.
Logan Paul?
Yes. A lot of people credit him with like kind of destroying the market. In a way of where bringing a lot of eyes to it, which also brought a lot of scalpers to it.
Okay.
Yeah. he himself wasn't like, oh, I'm going to destroy the market like an evil supervillain. It was just kind of an effective.
He just has a bunch of henchmen out there buying up all of them. Like, all the scalpers are just Logan Paul's henchmen out there grabbing him.
Dude, that would be actually so, honestly, kind of cool. To have a real life Team Rocket like that would be so dope.
They all have, that's their uniform.
Yes.
They have to wear that when they go.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, to buy the Pokemon cards. That's wonderful.
But
They have to say the whole motto too each time they get to the cash register.
Yep. But yeah, so it goes kind of insane. Like there's the first illustration contest ever, which is something they do all the time, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever want to go check out just really cool artworks online, I always recommend going and checking out like the 2025 illustration contest was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the 2024. The one that I personally looked at.
Yeah.
But and you can always, it's a bunch of submissions that people do to try and get their art on cards.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just cool that that's a thing that could happen.
Right.
And
like
then,
a fan submission thing. That's great.
Yeah, 100%. And it's usually like they have a set amount of like Pokemon. And it's like, you can pick one of these and you get to draw them.
Mm-hmm.
Doing whatever. There was one really cool where it was like one of them was Greninja, and someone drew him like Greninja's sitting underneath this waterfall as it's just like pouring on him, and then there's like a couple like Froakies chilling in the pool with him.
That's awesome.
And it's a beautiful scene. I highly recommend just going, like just taking a couple hours to go and just look through there. It's beautiful. Even just the people who won, awesome.
Yeah, great for you.
It was great. There was a lot where it's like, if this won, I'd be like, that's awesome. That's really cool.
That also would have made a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. There's probably at least 100 where it's like looking at them, I'm like, yeah, this is like, I could see this being on an actual card.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and there's just year after year of it. But the first one that ever happens, they gave out illustrator Pikachus.
Okay.
And so that's a huge card, especially like, PSA 10 of it is just crazy.
If you get this, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But are we talking like, again, one ring amount of money here?
We're talking pretty high. It gets really crazy.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It's a good down payment on a house if you have this piece of shiny cardboard, is what you're saying. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
At least.
It might just buy you a house.
I wish that I knew all these numbers just off the top of my head, but I don't. In fact, Logan Paul actually just sold, I saw the article about it. He sold a different card for like a couple million.
Whoa.
I want to say. I don't remember off the top of my head. It was a big number.
And Logan
Paul,
number. That's Jake Paul's older brother?
I think so.
Yeah.
I wish I knew more about the Paul. I don't wish I knew more about the Paul brothers.
Because isn't it like Jake Paul was the guy who fought Mike Tyson? Yeah, recently. Yeah. And everybody was like, boo, you suck. Fight a real boxer that's actually your age. Okay. That makes so much sense. I'll cut that. Don't worry. Last thing I want is Jake Paul just challenging me to a boxing match. Then I beat him, and then I become a big boxer. It'd be awful.
Oh, yeah. And then now you have to fight real boxers, and it's a whole,
and then it sucks. I don't want that. Yeah, it'd be a huge problem.
But I think I wish that I knew off the top of my exactly how much it was for, but it was a lot.
A lot of money.
And then obviously like if someone says expensive Pokemon card, what comes to everyone's mind is like the first edition like Shadowless Charizard.
Okay.
That one's crazy, especially like even just any of the old Charizards, like just even damaged are at least like $100 or two.
Nice.
Which is crazy just for a card that like
that is wild.
I had a guy come up to me and it was in terrible condition. Like just awful. Whereas, like, any other card, I would tell him to kick rocks.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, wow.
Maybe.
I've never seen this card before. It's that expensive. Oh man, okay.
Wow, but it's just trash.
Yeah, it's like, I can actually, like, touch it financially because of how trash it is.
It's like the guy who's like using Black Lotuses as like bike spoke stuff, before, and then he's just like, oh crap, this worth so much money, and then he takes it and still gets like $1,000 for the crappy one he had.
Yeah, it's insane. It's actually nuts, but that Charizard in like a 10 is just astronomical.
That's wild.
And a lot of just like the base set stuff in 10s is crazy. And then there's like the Shining Charizard. That one's also pretty early on. I want to say it's like in the Neo era, which is like the early 2000s. And I might be wrong, but I want to say it's in the Neo era.
Obviously, like Shining Gyarados.
That's true. Shining Magikarp and Shining Gyarados were the first Shining cards that came out, which is really cool. Obviously, in accordance to like the games where it's like you get the free shiny Magikarp out of the lake, and it's really cool.
And then you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah, really dope.
About to have a red Gyarados. This thing's hitting. This is one of the only Pokemon that's going to hit 100.
Yeah, dude, I love the shinies as a concept. In cards, they're so cool. So cool.
So cool.
Especially like, the Shinings, where it's like, yeah, you get the gold Magikarp in that beautiful old vintage art style. And nowadays we get like I think the last shiny set that we got was Paldean Fates.
Okay.
And you get a lot of like the baby shinies, and then you get like the big shinies. I know a lot of people are already thinking like the Bubble Mew, which I don't know if you've heard of the Bubble Mew. It's like a $700 card.
Holy crap!
Which is crazy for a set that came out like last year.
That's wild. $700.
Oh no, it came out like 2 years ago. Sorry.
So even worse. Yeah. Been out for even longer. Whoa.
Yeah, it's nuts. When Paldean Fates first dropped, because there's also a shiny Charizard in it, which everyone's like, oh, shiny Charizard, it's gonna be expensive, and it was. And it was like $150. At the time, it was Charizard's $150. The Bubble Mew is $75. And then they had a shiny Gardevoir too, which all three of those hits, beautiful. Honestly, the Charizard isn't even as good as the other two because the other two's artwork is beautiful. So then I pulled the Mew and the Charizard at the same time. The same little mini tin. I pulled both of them. And I almost pooped my pants.
Some scalper was just having the worst day of his possible life.
Dude, it was one of the craziest moments of my life. The first chase I ever pulled was that Charizard. It was crazy.
That's nuts.
And then I got out of collecting for like probably a few months, a couple months at the very least. And then I got back into it, and I was like looking up card prices, and I was like, oh yeah, I had this cool Mew. I was even gonna get it graded. And I looked up the price on it, and it had bumped up from $75 to $700. And
yeah,
I was
just
like,
a little bit of a jump.
I was like, what just happened?
When did this happen?
Like, I felt like,
you're holding gold in your hand. You're like, oh!
Yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, this isn't real. No way.
No way.
I was like Googling more and more. Oh my God. And, but, yeah, and so, all three of those are shinies. And that's like, the last set that was like shiny focused, and we've gotten a few of those in recent years, which is kind of cool in general, just because shinies are always cool, even just in the games. And then I think they're way cooler in card form just because it's cool. You don't see it very often. What were we talking about? How did we get there?
We're talking about like the Black Lotus of Magic
cards.
Oh,
yeah.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where was I? Ah, yes.
I was like, how did I get all the way to Paldean
But
Fates?
this feeds so well into the literal start of the conversation of like, now I wrote down some conversation, like specifics. We're going to kind of go about the edges and the border of this problem because...
Yeah.
It's a deep rabbit hole, kids. Yeah, buckle up.
It's insane because you can truly go forever. You can talk like just about everything.
Yeah.
And anything, especially when it comes to Pokemon, because so much of it has to do with not the card game, where it's like, oh, this calls back to this show, which is actually why it's expensive, or this calls back to this moment in the game, like the Shining Gyarados and Magikarp, where it's like, yeah, everyone really liked it because it called back to the game, and which is why it's still one of the most expensive as far as the shiny Pokemon go, and which is cool. And or like, yeah, they made a Pokemon Go set. Like,
which is pretty rad.
that's really cool. The Mewtwo that came out, like the chase of that set is a Mewtwo, and he's like coming down over the city. Just
That's
like the
wild.
actual Pokemon Go event where he like came down over New York City.
Oh man,
Really cool. I
'Cause-
like the card in general.
It's so wild because they've done, like, I remember when I was a kid, you could get this adapter for your like Game Boy.
Yeah, the e-reader.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it would, like, you could swipe the cards and
Mhm.
stuff, and I had some of the old cards that you could
Yeah.
like swipe with it, and then they had the ones that was like, oh yeah, scan your can of soup and you might find something or blah blah blah, and it's like, wait, what?
Mhm.
Like the amount of little like promo stuff that they did. But I know in Magic, one of the things that like determines the value of a card is playability.
Yeah.
So, like, if this card is really good and it's seeing a lot of tournament play,
Mhm.
any card in, like, the number one Magic player's deck always shoots through the roof because
Yeah.
everybody wants to fully recreate the guy's deck.
Mhm.
Would you say that that's, like, because obviously it's a lot of the arts, a lot of the nostalgia,
Mhm.
and that's, like, what drives the price of the card because people want that.
Mhm.
Is that something that happens in Pokemon too, where it's like, oh my gosh, the champion Pokemon card player is using this deck, and these are the exact cards he's using, and so
Yeah.
all of those cards are going to just go through the roof?
Yeah, it's kind of cool actually. Because I someone at home is bouncing off the walls right now, talking about how I haven't talked about competitive Pokemon at all. Because that is a big thing. And it never gets talked about because it's like,
So we're gonna
oh,
gloss past.
yeah, why don't you, let's just skip that question and move on. Yeah.
Yeah. It's talked about too much, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, let's completely ignore the competitive side. I don't care. That's boring and silly. More cool artworks, please.
I want my pretty card to look pretty. Oh my
Oh.
gosh. Meanwhile, the guy's like, oh, tap up, keep draw.
He's like, why didn't you talk about the current meta? Which is also funny because I don't know the current meta. I used to know it. I used to know it so well.
You're like, I promise I know, I promise.
I used to know it so well. I went to events. I went to the Portland regionals for 2024, I think.
Nice.
Which I've been out of it for a couple years. I'm so sorry. I've gotten a little bit rusty.
Someone just breaking their keyboard. Filthy casual.
Yeah, pretty much. Probably.
Probably. I don't know.
Which is also funny because like
Oh.
there are way more collectors than there are competitors, which is even seen at like just a childhood level. You know,
Mhm.
I'm sure there are so many people that are like, oh, I had cards when I was younger. I never knew how to play,
Mhm.
but I liked the cards, and that's like at least probably 75% of like what I hear is like, yeah, I used to have cards like that. I never knew how to play.
that was me too.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, look at all these pretty cool cards that
Mhm.
I have, and that's a ditto.
Yep.
Yeah. It
Oh, and
really-
the energy? Get that out of here.
Get that out. What's it do?
Yeah.
I don't even need this. This
Yeah.
isn't a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh, a trainer? I don't want that.
Get
it
out of here.
There's no Pokemon on that.
It's
Ah.
not even a Pokemon on it, Mom.
Why don't they just give us
God.
10 straight Pokemon in the pack? No trainers, no energies.
Yeah.
Ah, this is ridiculous. Which is funny because on the competitive side, it's like most of your deck will be trainers, which is crazy considering like how much everyone hates pulling trainers.
Mhm.
Until you like actually look at the competitive side. But there are some cards that kind of jump up in price because of playability, but it's never crazy.
Mhm.
I remember a couple years ago the meta was running this card called Forest Sealstone.
Okay.
Or as one of the Sealstones, I want to say it was Forest. If I'm wrong, correct me which one it is that does. But they had the Sealstones. They each had a V-Star ability,
Okay.
which at the time, which I guess currently, but at the time they had V-Stars, which was like a good pull.
Yeah.
You had Vs, which was like it's the equivalent of like an EX,
Mhm.
and then V-Stars, which is the equivalent of like a Mega
Yeah.
EX. But then the V-Stars had a V-Star ability that you could only use one V-Star ability a game.
Okay.
And so the Forest Sealstone had a V-Star ability on it that you could just put on a V, and then you could just go search for any card.
Okay.
That was the ability that it had. And you
That's
could only use it
wild.
once per game, but it was really, really good.
Whoa.
Because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go search for an item, grab the Forest Sealstone, attach it on, and then go search for a different thing. And it was really good. Very, very, very good. Very playable.
Okay.
Especially if your deck didn't run a V-Star and ran a V, because it's like, well, I wasn't going to use the V-Star ability anyway, so I don't really care.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. And so it was just a like pretty much regular trainer card that was like $10, which is cool. And like if you at the time it was like, oh, well, make sure you look through your bulk, because some of the Sealstones were $10. Like that's crazy,
good money,
especially for bulk, But outside of that, like you don't really see like anything jump up crazy. I think Gardevoir EX just got out of like the standard rotation, but that one was a little bit expensive, and I'm sure if it hasn't gone out of rotation, it's about to. And when it does actually fully rotate, we'll see a price drop a little bit. But it, which also, with the pricing and everything, once it's out of standard rotation, you usually see you might actually, but a lot of times if it was playable at all, you'll see a little bit of a price dip, but not crazy.
That's wild, because like I know that happens a lot, obviously, in Magic, and kind of just like what you were saying before is like some cards for almost no reason can jump up.
Yeah.
But like lands are always super playable in Magic. Like if you pull a rare land, you're guaranteed probably a couple bucks at least.
Oh yeah.
And then the special artwork. So it's like the full art lands and stuff would always go for so much more. And if there was a joke set that they came out with in Magic where each of the lands you got, the full art lands you got, was $5 out of the pack.
Oh yeah, Infinity, the like planet lands, or the galaxy lands.
Yeah, those ones, and even the set right before that one. But yeah, they were about like $5 right out of the pack.
Yeah,
and
I think they're more now.
I'm sure
they're so cool.
But they did like I was at the event, like a pre-release event for it, and the game store owners were like, if you get, because I was doing a draft, and it's like, if you open up a pack and you see a shiny one of these lands, this is one of the only times we promise you won't get judged for this. Take the land. Just take the land. And it like, a lot of people hate that because it's called hate drafting, when you open up a thing and it's not for the deck you're making, but it's a really expensive card and you take it.
Yeah.
They're like, just take it. It's $80 out of the pack. Like, it has paid for your entry fee. We will buy it on the spot from you for $60. And it was like fully paid for the entry fee, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Like, one of the only times I've been to an event like that where they're like, take it. Take the expensive card if you find it. But I think everybody does that. No one's going to open up a brand new pack of cards, see a $120 card and be like, not the colors I'm drafting, so I guess.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen.
I actually need the little 2-drop next to it.
The only time that's going to happen is if you don't know the value of the card.
Yeah.
And like, it just gets passed up and you're just like, oh my gosh, like the guy to the side of you is like, yes, I don't know how I got this.
Yeah.
And then you feel like an idiot because the guy's just like, hell yeah, dude, this is wonderful. And you're like, I just threw away a $70 card. Oh.
Dude, I think it's kind of crazy. You mentioned, like, in case you didn't know the price of the card.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting as, like, the internet becomes more accessible and everything, or has become more accessible. I think it's very accessible now. But being able to, like, see the prices of things, like, at instant speed is really, really cool. And especially at like a card show, you can look around, and before it was like, oh, I don't know what this usually runs for.
Yeah.
You didn't really care. You were at a card show. You were gonna buy a card.
Yeah.
And you were gonna go home happy.
This is gonna happen.
And now you can look on your phone and like be like, okay, he's charging $75 for a $50 card. I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
which is really cool and good for all parties involved. I guess if you're a scalping vendor, then probably not.
That sucks for you, but
yeah,
oh no.
Yeah, go home and eat more hot chip, I guess. But which is, I don't know, it's very, very cool for the hobby as a whole to be able to like understand what's going on in the whole hobby. Especially as scalping has gotten very bad, especially for the English sets. But we also get more access to the Japanese sets because of the internet.
Yeah, you can like just see what the card does, even if it is in Japanese. You can have a little picture just being like, "This is the official card. It's good, I promise."
Yeah, that's the other cool thing. Is all the Japanese sets come out first, and then we usually get it a month or two later.
Yeah.
And it's also really cool because it's like, oh, that's gonna be so cool. Like, so Ascended Heroes at time of recording, it comes out tomorrow. But we've already seen like the ETBs drop tomorrow. They start doing a staggered release to try and fight scalping, which is really interesting. Another whole crazy topic.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because it's like they staggered it kind of weird. Where they released like the sticker collections, which is 2 packs and a sticker. Well, I wonder why they call it the sticker collection.
Interesting.
And then so they released that, and then maybe like a couple of like single packs. And then now, and that was released like January 16th, I want to say, something like that, maybe 18th, somewhere in that range. But then tomorrow, February 20th, is when the Elite Trainer boxes drop.
Okay.
Which is crazy because like that's what everyone wants, is the Elite Trainer boxes. Which is another kind of cool story of Elite Trainer boxes. But
each path branches into 4 more.
I know, it's actually insane.
This is wild.
It's such a crazy topic, in general, but yeah, so it's weird they staggered it the way that they did because a lot of the scalpers are going to want the Elite Trainer boxes. But they're like, well, while in Rome, might as well pick up the stickers.
Yeah.
Whereas if they release the Elite Trainer boxes first, then the stickers, it's like, why already have 3 Elite Trainer boxes? I don't care about the two packs and a sticker.
Yeah, this doesn't matter.
But
fully taking the joy away from kids at that point. Just like,
yes,
that guy's going to the kid's going to get the sticker because they want to put it on their like nightstand or whatever. This guy's going to get it so he can sell it on eBay.
Yes.
Yeah, that sucks. That's so rough.
Yeah.
At a marked up price. That's insanity to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing, like, I remember, I think it was called Arabian Nights, and it was a set in Magic the Gathering that came out, like, forever ago, and there was this guy that came into our local game store, and he was like, oh, I've got this, like, box, my roommate gave it to me to pay his rent. I don't play Magic the Gathering at all, but I brought it in just kind of see what it's worth, because I was going through my attic, and I'm moving, and I was hoping this could kind of help with some funds. And it was an unopened box of Arabian Nights, and they closed the store, and they gave the guy a check, and they were done for the day. Like, they actively were like, oh my gosh, this is nuts. And when they went to sell it at a convention, one of them personally had to escort the box on the airline just in case.
Yeah.
Because it was worth so much. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's nuts.
Yeah.
And Pokemon is the same way, I'm sure.
It's nuts.
I guarantee there's gotta be, but we were talking about the different things that kind of attribute to the value of a card, right? So it's like the nostalgia of it, or like how playable it is in the meta, or the artist that's drawing it, etc., etc. This is gonna be a little bit of my own little crazy tangent.
Sounds great.
How much of the card's value do you think comes from the furry community in Pokemon?
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
I tried to guess. So, I guess in that sense, because they're obviously like, I don't want to say furry targeted Pokemon.
Oh, bunny.
like a little bunny, or like Lucario. I know is really big.
Oh yeah.
Lucario's really big.
Mimikyu.
Yeah, Mimikyu's just big in general, to be honest with you. There's also like Zeraora. I know a lot of people like.
Any of the kind of humanoid ones are a little bit easier, right?
Yeah. And so, but the thing is that they just kind of are one of the more popular ones. We all know why. It's like, yeah, we know why Lucario is popular. There's a lot of people right now who are like, I just like Lucario, man. I'm not a furry, which is also true. Lucario is just popular in general.
And then you have two people at that counter, and they look very different.
Yeah, they look over each other like, you're also buying Lucario?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh no. Not like that, not like that, not like that. And like it's literally just it's a constant like I promise I like the artwork, I promise I just like the artwork.
Yeah, it's like a guy that's like buying a Vaporeon plushie, and everyone's like looking at him weird, and he's like, it's always been my favorite since I was a kid, okay? No, I promise it's not like that.
You just have,
and then there's the other guy,
police.
And then there's that other guy at the counter, like total neckbeard. He's like, it is like that. He also has a Vaporeon plush, and everyone's like, oh no,
oh no, that Vaporeon.
Oh, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. A little or close to that is kind of. It's been called like the waifu tax.
Oh, no,
which is even worse. But when they made a lot of like the rainbow rares, so the trainers they would get full arts. So you'd get a full art, and then you would get the rainbow rare of it, and the full art, if it was a woman, it would usually be more expensive for the full art than it was for the rainbow rare, even though the rainbow rare was more expensive.
If this is one
or
of
was
those,
not more expensive, but was more rare.
This really feels like one of those instances where we have to look at it and remind the people drawing the fan art and stuff of like, it's a kid.
Yeah,
Misty's a child.
Yeah,
stop it.
You know, things like it itself, like they're not drawing them in like
no, of course
weird
they're not,
or like fetishized ways.
Yeah.
Dude, I talked to a guy.
Oh no.
At a like Pokemon event. You know, we were just chatting it up, having a great time, and I was like, wow, this is a cool guy. I might have another, friend in the hobby. This is cool.
Yeah.
And then, he's talking to us, and then he goes, oh, you want to see like one of my chases? I was like, yeah, because obviously I collect Charmanders. That's my big thing.
So always that's a chase card.
Yeah. I try to collect all of the English Charmanders. I'm almost there. But so I was telling him about this, and he's like, you want to see mine? I was like, sure. And he's like, he shows me, and it's one of the Misty cards. And he's like, yeah, she's my original waifu. And the urge to just die laughing. First of all, because it's like, we are in a public place.
You're admitting this in public.
There are children around, man. And you're like, yeah, this is my original waifu. And it's like, also, that's a child.
Yeah.
She's like 10, man.
Oh, no. That's so rough.
Yeah.
What the hell, dude?
Yeah, and he like kept showing me all these like Misty cards and was like, you know,
no.
And it kind of just kept getting worse. And I was like, oh my, I need to get out of here. What is happening right now?
Yeah, like any fandom's gonna have that to a point, for sure,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like you got the creeps that are creeping on the characters. I remember hearing about this being like a huge problem in the My Hero Academia world because all of those, girls are high school age.
Yeah.
And there's apparently just so much NSFW work of them, and other people are like, dude, maybe not though.
Yeah, dude, it gets crazy really fast. It's like you draw a woman, and like boom, there's three new like
three new posts that are not you.
Yep.
They're cranking it out faster than you can crank out the actual artwork.
Yeah. It was even crazier. Once, as we were talking earlier about like the internet, now we get like the downside of like AI.
Yeah.
Which you can in 2 seconds have an AI drawing of a character.
Yeah.
On the plus side of AI though, which is cool, there is like AI grading apps you can get, which is really cool. So then you can like scan your card with AI, and it'll go, this is a 9.5, and it's usually decently all right.
Wow,
which is really cool.
That's wild.
Yeah, that was enough Doom and Despair talk. I was like, okay, well, we'll throw in a little bit of why AI is all right. I hate AI in general, but like that's a cool, pretty good use. You know, if we're gonna use AI, might as well use it for a good use and not for more terrible porn.
Yeah. That's very fair.
Yeah.
But like this has been crazy. Like it is just like really interesting to get into the nitty-gritty sometimes, because I think people see from the outside a lot, and they're constantly like, oh man, like that's such an interesting hobby, but it's so freaking complicated. That stopped people from getting into Magic for so long. It's like trying to teach a new player what like trample is and what death touch is and what, you know, all that stuff. You're sitting there like just the keywords alone are enough of a problem, and you see that person's just eyes kind of dying a little bit.
Yeah.
When you're trying to explain it to them, and you're like, oh, but the cool card has cool artwork and it's so cool, right? And Pokemon is so keyed to that. I've found like it's got a lot of complicated rules too. But it's really interesting because, like, you still have that kid that's like, Piplup, shiny Piplup card, heck yeah, this is the best. And the kid buys the Piplup card because he loves Piplup, not because he likes the game, but because he likes Piplup. And that'll just keep happening and keep happening because they watch the show, they see the characters, and then they want the artwork, they want the plushie, they want the, you know, and there's so much Pokemon merch, oh my gosh.
It's crazy. I check Pokemon Center probably every couple days.
Yeah, just to see.
Just because I have so much random Pokemon merch, especially when it comes to Charmander. As I said, big Charmander guy.
Big Charmander.
It's all over my apartment. It's crazy. And now I got my girlfriend into it now too. And so now she'll kill me if I say that she's a Gengar fan. She's a Ghastly fan. And so now our apartment is nothing but Charmander and Ghastly, which also means Ghastly, Hunter, Gengar. Just all over our apartment.
Yeah, and so like the lamp, you got the smoke lamp. Yeah,
and so now we got to check the Pokemon Center, especially when it comes to like closer to October, where it's like, oh, we're gonna get a Halloween drop,
spooky shit.
All right, are we gonna get something? Probably.
It's a Mimikyu or Gengar. It's a toss up of which. Although I gotta say, Pumpkaboo, adorable.
I love Pumpkaboo.
So freaking cute, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like the little cat pumpkin, come on!
Yeah,
and it's a ghost.
It's adorable. I love Pumpkaboo.
So freaking cute. I saw like a pillow for it.
Yeah.
Adorable. Like, you can't not. You're like, well, I guess. Like, they got their greedy little hooks into us real good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so bad, dude. I'll just go through there, and I'm like, you know, I could use that.
Yeah.
They have a Pikachu record player, which, like, it's just like a record player, but there's like a Pikachu on it.
Oh my!
And I'm like, it's like $300.
And
I'm like,
but it's a Pikachu. You know, maybe I'll get in a record collector. You gotta justify it in your head.
I already have a record player, but I was like, dude, what if I was trying to tell my business partners a couple days ago. I was like, what if we buy that, and then we just like lightly play music while we're at events?
Yeah,
you know. But what the vibes for that would be immaculate.
Also, like, the videos that you could make of, like, just you guys with that in the background.
Yeah. I was like, guys, this is a great business expense.
Yeah, that's like, a business write-off at that point, guys.
They were like, no, that's $300 that we don't need to spend on a Pikachu record player.
Like,
and I was like, why?
Why though?
Yeah.
Hear me out. This is a great PR move, guys.
this guys, this is gonna be great.
I'll dress up in my Charmander onesie and I'll do a dance and it'll be a whole thing, guys. Like, we can write this off, dude. Please, please, you can roast s'mores on my tail flame, dude.
Oh, dude. Speaking of a $300 record player, they have they've started coming out with like the life-size plushies. It's a couple years they've been doing this now. They're so cool.
Oh,
it's like
man.
it's like they're like $450 to $500. But it's also like for like a 4 foot, 5 foot tall like Mareep.
Yeah.
Like you can have that in your home.
This could just be a thing.
Or like they made an Arcanine. There's a Psyduck.
They made an Arcanine?
Yes.
That thing's huge.
I don't think that one's life size.
Okay.
But It's a very, very big plush.
I was like, Arcanine's like the size of a horse, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, and so like they've started doing those, which is really cool. It's like, yeah, $450, $500 for a plush, which is crazy. But it's like, yeah, that's a really cool plush. I might want to get it. But yeah, like, you know, it's going back to, you know, having their hooks in us, or like the brand marketability. Like,
they got you.
Yeah, like us as a Western society, you know, like Pokemon is so huge, and so it's like being able to sell Pokemon cards. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It almost feels like the original gotcha.
Yeah,
you know, like there were so many Pokemon games that it's basically just like, yeah, you want to build your team. Yeah, put in a little coin and see what Pokemon comes out, and you're like, what? And it's like, gotta catch them all, kids.
Dude, it's like you can go to like a Pokemon, or not a Pokemon, like a most like tattoo part, or there's a lot of like tattoo parlors that you can go to now, where they have like a little like
coin operated tattoo,
or like you like twist the thing and they have a bunch of like Pokemon, and you just get a random Pokemon and then you gotta get a tattoo,
which is genius.
That is genius.
That's freaking genius, dude. Like from a marketable standpoint, I can't even, like, you know what, more props to you. That was impressive. That was creative. I'm proud of you for that.
I don't know who the first person was that did it.
Genius.
You're a real one.
Freaking OG like, over there, man.
Yeah, you're legit. But kind of going back to cards. Actually going back to cards and a lot of the other games. Some of the more popular kind of I guess they're vintage now. Is like the Pokemon Snap cards. Have you seen those?
Oh, I have not. I don't remember them anyway.
So, there was the Pokemon Snap contest.
Okay.
Which have you played Pokemon Snap? It was originally for the N64.
Yes, I had that.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the like picture taking one. Oh man, there was like a special controller. Okay, anyway,
yeah, really cool. Like very, very, very cool.
Super neat.
Which they remade it for the Switch. Which is beautiful. I just got it the other day.
That's baller.
Yeah. We've just been playing it nonstop.
Yeah,
it's
you're
awesome.
Like, what's the cute positions we can get these Pokemon in?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes, I unlocked the volcano where the Charmander is. Spoiler, Charmander's in the volcano.
Spoiler, guys.
Which is, there's no actual story to the game, so it's like no worries. But, but for the N64, there was a competition where it was like, yeah, whoever got like the best shot, like, it's going on a card.
What?
Which is so cool.
Oh, I wish I had. Well, I was probably like way too late for that. I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
And so like there's one where it's like a Gyarados, and I'm not gonna lie, the picture, I just saw it the other day. Not good. Like it's not good. It's like from the front, and like all you can see is like his neck, and it's really fun. It's not. It doesn't look great.
The trash they must have had to seep through, like really slip through to get that
probably
gem.
Just abysmal. Like
it was probably pictures without any Pokemon in the frame.
Yeah, probably 100 of like Timmy's submissions where it's just all like just Pikachu's left foot. And that's it.
And that's it.
Dude, imagine like you're just like an intern at the Pokemon company. You're just scrolling through.
Delete.
That's your job for like a couple months.
Abomination from God. Delete. Because you know it had to have been the submissions of like 10-year-old kids.
Oh yeah.
Who were just like, yeah, this is great. Watch this. I got his nose.
Yeah. Oh man, that's my best one yet.
My best one yet.
Oh man.
It's like the Grumbler.
One of the Pokemon is glitched into the other one, and it's just like a poor abomination.
Poor abomination.
And they're like, dude, this is like the best picture. Like, because that never happens. It's like, oh god, what is that? Yeah, they had like the Pokemon Snap cards, which are also pretty expensive now. And they also had like Pokemon Rumble. That's another old Pokemon
wait, I had
game.
Pokemon Rumble too.
Yep.
Yes, dude. Pokemon Arena was freaking awesome. But anyway,
I don't know if I played that
or
one.
Stadium. I think it's Stadium.
Oh yeah, Stadium. Yeah.
So good.
But yeah, and they had cards for Rumble too, which is really funny because I don't know if you remember how bad the graphics for it are.
Super
I mean,
terrible.
for the time, probably all right.
Yeah.
But looking back, it's so funny.
Anything for the time generally is supposed.
Yes.
Now I think it's great because like back then when they were making those video games, they were like, oh, we're putting so much effort into this, and this looks so good. And nowadays people are just like, I really don't want to try for the artwork for this game because I want it to be more mechanically based. So we're just gonna like use 8-bit graphics, and meanwhile the guy back in the 8-bit graphics is just like, I've spent years perfecting this, and the dude in the future is just like, it's gotta be trash, let's just use this stuff that's laying around. Oh my gosh, this one has color.
Yeah, and so like the Pokemon Rumble cards are just really cool because like there's those really goofy graphics looking on a card. It's just cool.
It is.
Yeah.
It really, really is. Like, because they came out with so many different, like, the merchandise, the like, wearables. Oh my gosh, dude, the wearables were nuts. Like, the shirts and the hoodies and stuff, and, like, it didn't have to be much.
Yeah.
Or it could be as freaking outlandish as you wanted it to be. Like, you going around with a little hoodie that has, like, a Pokemon, like, Pokeball right at the side. Yeah. A lot of people might look at that and be like, oh, like, he likes Pokemon. And then you have, like, the full Gyarados suit.
Yeah.
That they came out with. And everybody was like, okay, but kind of that looks pretty freaking baller, though. Yeah. Like, I might go to a business meeting looking like a Gyarados if I had that, you know? Yeah. Like, that'd be pretty cool.
Dude, there was a kid that walked up, to my table the other day, and he had like the Pokemon suit on.
Oh my gosh!
And it like had all the Pokemon on it, and like a little tie and everything.
Oh man!
I was like, dude, this guy's baller. Yeah. Like, he's gonna buy us out.
This little kid's a millionaire. I know it.
Oh man! I was like, oh, I gotta make sure that he doesn't haggle me too bad.
So if you have a shadowless Charizard, that's you walking up and putting your Poke Penis on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, crazy. I had a guy walk up and he's like, you guys buy Magic too, right? And I was like, yeah. And he pulls out a briefcase. He had 3 Moxes graded 9.5.
What the fuck?
And I was like, dog.
You're like, not us, dude.
I was like, I could give you all of my inventory, all of the money that our business has in our account. It's not enough.
It's not enough for one.
I was like,
holy shit, dude.
I was like, we can't even touch that.
Yeah. What?
And
I was briefcase and everything.
Yeah, dude. I was like, can I just take a picture to like show my friends back at home? Like,
yeah,
this is
like,
so crazy.
I need this. Like, this is wild in my life, and I feel like I'm the closest I'll ever be to $1 million bill.
Yeah, I was like, this is nuts, man. Like, this is crazy. And
that's wild.
Yeah.
Some stuff happens in life that just makes you realize that you're a peasant. Like,
yes.
You see the price tag on something and you're like, I didn't realize you could get that high, you know? Yeah. Like, and there would reasonably still be a person who could come in here and purchase this. And then you see some guy do it and you're like, you've given up like your whole life to accomplish this one task. Like, you've been eating nothing but ramen and you've been using nothing but 1-ply for far too long, my friend. But you got it. And then the other dude that just comes in there is like, oh yes, Timothy, I'll take 10. And then just rolls out so much cash that you're like, no way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, that's the other, talking about like the internet is like, dude, like Logan Paul getting into it, like a lot of other like big YouTubers getting like into the hobby, and, you know, and a lot of them were already kind of into the hobby, and now they're able to post like videos about it. Dude, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna rip 2 like base set booster boxes, and you're like, what? What? You're like, okay, that's more money I've ever even heard of.
Yeah.
And
what does your bank account look like, dude?
Yeah, you're just like, oh my god. And it's crazy.
Just gonna casually snort gold here. Hold on, it's fine.
You know, and we see those, and then like vendor POVs has become really popular.
Yeah.
That's really crazy. Especially like, dude, they do like crazy deals. Which is really funny because like a lot of times it's like, oh yeah, can I get this $2 card? Yeah, I was looking at this from the dollar binder.
Yeah.
Could I snag that guy? And then it's like, yeah, can I buy $7,000 card over there?
Yeah.
And I've got I'll trade you these $15,000 worth of Pokemon cards here for the 7 grand one, and then maybe that one too. And you're just like, oh my god,
Yeah,
like,
what just happened here?
like, this is insane.
People playing poker on a different level. Like, you're playing for pennies, and they're over there, with their $50 buy-in, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, that's right. People do this on a much larger scale than I am used to.
Dude.
Feel like you're down here just penny pinching.
Yeah. Yeah, when I first started out, I bought a like $200 card off of this guy. It was like this cool like Japanese promo, and he was showing me like some of the cards he had bought recently. And mind you, this guy like wife, kids, like full family, like home, and he's like, yeah, showing me it's like 6 grand, 6 grand, 6 grand. I'm like, home.
What?
There's the talking about Pikachu's. They have the Poncho Pikachu's, which are really cool.
Oh.
The Pikachu's go crazy. The Poncho Pikachu's, it's all like promos. They're Japanese promos of Pikachu in cool special ponchos that are designed to look like other Pokemon.
Oh.
So like there's like a Gyarados one. Where he's just like in this little like Gyarados or not Gyarados, or it's Rayquaza.
Oh,
it's a Rayquaza poncho.
And he's got a little.
Yep, he's got it all. It's adorable,
dude. That's so cute.
And so that one's like a ton, like 6 grand.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Mario and Luigi Pikachu.
Whoa, that's
which
wild.
Is really cool.
So this guy's just basically showing you his kid's college fund.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I went and bought this one the other day, like, and
You're like, what is your life?
And then I had to go to my kid's soccer game, and I'm like, what?
What?
I'm like, how? That's insane. How much money do you have, man?
Jeez.
Jesus.
It's like people that trade in casinos.
Yeah.
You're just like, what do you mean you've got more than one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you've bartered it away? Ah, yes. The money-making factory? Oh, because you have 6 more.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
All right.
That makes sense.
I get
it now.
Yeah, I get it now. So we're over there with our $6, and we're like, oh, man, this could be a really decent meal. Or, like, they've got them in everybody, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's
crazy.
Insane.
Did you hear about the Van Gogh Pikachu?
No.
Crazy. This happened like last year, 2024. Actually, I don't remember what year it was. It was a few years ago now. So they did a collaboration with a museum.
Oh.
And part of the collaboration was the promo Pikachu, whereas Pikachu it was either in gray felt hat or with gray felt hat. And it was Pikachu in like Van Gogh's art style.
Wow.
It's a beautiful card. And I just had one of the other guys that I had vending with me the other day. He bought one in a PSA 10 for $2 grand. Dude, you can look at the videos of like when it first dropped. And people were storming the museum. Like, it was bad.
I'm sure.
Like, someone took an elbow to the face.
Black Friday.
It was yes.
That's insane.
Yeah, just for this Pikachu in gray felt hat. Like,
wow, in Van Gogh style. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. What a great like topic to end on Pokemon Black Friday elbow to the face for a Van Gogh Pikachu.
Yeah.
So, as we have all seen, the trading card game of Pokemon is freaking wild. Get into it if you enjoy Pokemon at all. And don't forget to check out Caden again. You want to give your places?
Yeah. Really quick, as we're ending, I want to make sure everyone knows, don't buy the terrible third-party packs you can find at like Walmart or Target. They're bad. If you're like, oh, my kid wanted Pokemon, or like you're just getting into it, don't buy them. They're really bad. The ones where it's like, oh, there's 20 cards and one shiny or one foil.
Yeah.
Don't buy them. They're terrible. You're gonna hear, oh, I pulled a Grail out of one. That's like walking into the store that says I poop in your face and walking out and and you didn't get pooped on, and you're like, that was great, guys. I didn't get poop in my face. Yeah, don't buy those. That's my last little tidbit of information.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, so on Instagram and TikTok, we are Too Cheesy Too Onion. You can find us on there. Always feel free to like DM us or anything. Especially like if you're interested in a specific card, chances are we either have it or get it for you, and things like that.
Hell yeah. All right, and do not forget to check out our Patreon, where if you like these episodes, you get access to them a whole week earlier at the lowest tier price available. So, like, great deal. Yeah! It's a whole week earlier for your episodes. And check out Emily's cookbook that's just been released, The Copper Spoon Chronicles. If you're into Dungeons and Dragons, you're into fantasy, and you're into cooking really good food, please go check that out. Available now wherever books are sold. And with that, I think we're going to end it. You want to say goodbye to the Merry Travelers?
Bye.
Goodbye, Merry Travelers.